Hi everybody, welcome to TFT Tarot for Today, Divine Dabblings with Oberon and Banshee. This is me, Oberon, with my Friday show, The Emotional Exchanges. And I'm going to do the previous format this time, just sort of want to do down and dirty, and I'm going to revert to doing my reading for the signs of the elemental signs of the zodiac. So I will be doing 2 cards for each. Once again, it's the challenge or opportunity coming to you, and then the other card is what action is required. Okay, so here we go, and we're going to start with the air signs. Air signs are Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. So what is the opportunity or challenge for this week? It's the Knight of Swords, Meathead. So the Knight of Swords says the opportunity maybe is to go on a grand adventure, to be a little bit brash or confident of yourself in seeking your goal. And of course, because this is the emotional exchanges, this is probably about starting a new relationship. This is probably about furthering a relationship. If you're already in a relationship, then of course it's about taking it to some new height, some new, adventure. It's brash. There's something about bravery and the obvious idea of trusting, the Knight of Swords is there too. So I'm just going to have to say that. But what is therefore the action required so that you can have this? I mean, maybe it just doesn't come that easy in a way. And so the action required is the Queen of Cups, or here called the Queen of Flutes. And it says the caregiver. So I think if you want to have this sort of adventure and bravery and, sort of push yourself forward, project your energy, you also have to be mindful of being vulnerable, of being able to display your living heart, your emotional, figurative heart in terms of relationships, okay? So that's it for the air signs. Try to be kind while you're trying to make points, because you got the swords, got a point, right? All right, so now we will be on to the fire signs, and fire signs are Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. And we are asking those same questions again. What is the opportunity or challenge for you this time or this week? And it's the Two of Swords. Two of Mirrors is what they call it here. And it says 2 on 1. So the Two of Swords maybe indicates that there's some introspection really needed too, that this is not really the time necessarily to get all judgmental. I mean, you may be thinking that there is a decision to be made, but you're not quite there yet. You have to really weigh the facts, the considerations before you do that. So that's what your challenge or opportunity is to figure out what's going on before you make a rash move, perhaps. Okay, so then what would be the action required? And it's the 8 of Pentacles reversed, Camera Guy. So the action required, it's a little bit disingenuous, because it may be saying either there is no action required, or that maybe this is really kind of out of the box thinking that, you are bound or determined to not necessarily figure it out here, is what it looks like. And that maybe part of this is because you haven't learned certain things you need to in order to project this or plan for this opportunity. So I don't know. I'm not really sure about that one. It could just be saying too that maybe you had best wait on this particular project or situation. So we will quickly move on to the water signs then. And water signs are Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces. So the opportunity or challenge is temperance. It's called the cocktail party here. Kind of threw me off for a moment. But I think what this is saying is you have an opportunity to kind of chill things a little bit. You have an opportunity to kind of share peace, goodwill, or share pleasanter vibrations, to maybe make consideration of what the other elements are as part of the protocol to understanding. So what is the action required then? What is the action you will need to make this so? And it's the reverse Knight of Cups. And so once again, this may be saying that you have to be willing to sort of reveal yourself as needing a little bit of tutoring here, that maybe you are not knowledgeable about what this part of the emotionality is about, that maybe, you have to admit to making some mistakes and not being really in tune here. And so it's kind of saying, once again, show your vulnerable side. So then finally, we are on to Earth signs. Earth signs are Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. What is the challenge or opportunity? It's the reverse King of Wands. And this is saying that you need to try to be a little bit more forward. You need to kind of try to find some sense of confidence, and maybe even see if you can figure out what it is that makes you special, that gives you some sense of charisma that you will need either in beginning a new relationship or furthering relationships you have now. But you can be this person, but you have to really kind of dig in a little to find who they are. So what is that action required for that, Earth signs? Is that possible? And it's the Chariot reversed. And so, the negative meanings sometimes do provoke a little bit of a challenge for me in delivering that to you. But I think this is saying you need to figure out what motivates you, what it is that you feel you have that's special, like I was alluding to before, but what is it that really reconciles you with the other part of yourself? It's okay for you to not necessarily be very provocative or very assertive, but what can you enhance that is from your more demure side? Think about that, Earth signs, that maybe this is really about saying, how do you harness what are your potentials? So that's it for the emotional exchanges. I'd like to remind everybody to watch our other shows, including Happy Hour, which will be on tomorrow at 4 p.m. because I have a work engagement earlier, so later. And then don't forget to watch Banshee Show, The Material Matters. That'll be on at 10 a.m. on Sunday morning. Our live show from 2 to 4 p.m. on Sunday afternoon. And then we'll see you again next week. All right, take care. Bye.